Hello YouTubers, my name is Jack Ranseth coming at you live from, thing. And today I am going to be showing you another hacking tutorial based off of the amount of views that my last tutorial got that was how to DDoS. I decided to show another one. Now these ones is in Kali Linux. If you don't know what Kali Linux is, it is essentially a hacking operating system for white hat hackers and penetration testing of networks. And it is made by Offensive Security. They are, well, a penetration testing company, and it's a very good OS. So now that since I can move on from that, I'll have another video fully explaining what it is and how to install it and everything. But what I'm going to be showing you today is how to do something called a WPA crack, which is basically, it's a brute force attack against WPA, which is a form of Wi-Fi. Now, the only downside is that you have to have the password in a password list, but if you don't know the password, which is what a real-life scenario would be like, is you can go to, I'll put a link in the description to a 10 million password list that has, well, 10 million passwords in it that you can just copy and then paste into your thing. Um, but before we get started, I'm going to go down the line of the stuff that you need. One, you are going to need Kali Linux 2.0 for this. Um, yeah, Kali Linux 2.0 is a lot better than Kali Linux 1.0 because it's more stable and it provides more tools for you. Number two, what you will need is a password list with everything that you know, with all the passwords in it, including the password for the Wi-Fi. Once again, if you don't know the password to the Wi-Fi, which is a real life scenario, all you have to do is go to the link in the description and you can download it there. Number three, what you will need is you will need to know what interface you are on. You will most likely be doing this on Wi-Fi, but you can also do this on Ethernet. The way that you can figure out what interface you're on, what internet interface or whatever it's called, is you go to a terminal, is you make sure that you go to a terminal and then you type in ifconfig, and once you've typed in ifconfig, ifconfig, if you type that in, then it'll show you. If you're on wireless, you will be WLAN something. If you are on Ethernet, you will be ETH something. So it's like you'll most likely be WLAN 0 or ETH 0 based on what you're on. Yeah. Now, last thing is, this is optional depending on what you have. If you were running Kali Linux in a virtual machine instead of just running it because I don't need this because I'm running it on just a normal computer. I'm not running it on a virtual machine. I'm running it off of a bootable USB. And, so if you're running it in VMware or Oracle VirtualBox or something like that, and you're doing it over Wi-Fi, you're going to need an external USB wireless card. I'll leave a link to one of those in the description. What else? Yeah, if you're just running it off of an USB stick, you're not running it on virtual machine, like you're just running it like normal, then you won't need that because it'll use your computer's wireless card. So that's about what you need. Now we can go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so now that we are in Kali Linux, the first thing we are going to need to do is open up two terminals. So make sure that you open up two. There we go. Alright, so you can just go ahead and drag those both to the side so that they snap into place. Okay, so now what you want to do is, now that after you figured out what your interface is, you want to go over and type in airmon-ng start and then your interface, and I'm on WLAN 0 because I'm on Wi-Fi. Now, as you can see, sometimes you will get an error where it says warning, unable to start monitor mode, please run airmon-ng check kill, and that will basically take care of any errors that you get. So if you type in airmon-ng check kill, then that will make sure that the errors get cleared. Now we can just we can continue on. We can type in clear, and that's not mandatory, it just keeps it clean. Now if you type it, now you have to type it in again, airmon-ng start WLAN 0. That's only if you had those errors. And now that it's started, now we can begin getting to actual cracking the Wi-Fi. If we type in arrow dump -ng WLAN 0 mon, now you can find that's what the new interface is. So if you go over to where I'm looking at with my mouse and highlighting, you can see what your interface is. Mine is WLAN 0 mon. And then once you type arrow dump -ng WLAN 0 mon, all you have to do is click enter. We're going to go ahead and full screen this so you can see it. Keep in mind, all of the Wi-Fi passwords that are shown in this are only, well, I think they're actually going to be censored out, just in case. So, as you can see, we're attacking this one called Andre's house, and, yeah. Okay, so now here is where, okay, so what we need to do is we need to start out by typing arrow dump -ng space dash BSS ID, so 2 dashes, and then we need to copy the network that we're attacking, the BSS ID of the network. Right click, copy, and then paste, then there we go. Now we need to type in -C. We need to find the channel of the network. You can see that by where I highlighted. So this is on channel 1. Then you need to type /right, and then you want to type in /root, and then capital WPA2, and then space, WLAN 0 mon, or whatever your interface was. And now we need to go ahead and just don't close that window out. That is like a very important step, to not close that window out. Now this next step will boot, I think, everything that is on the network off the network for a couple of seconds, because this is a deauthentication request. So this type in airplay AIRE play -ng -deauth 5-A, and then paste the BSS ID of the network in. And then type WLAN 0 mon. And now this will send 5 deauthentication requests to the network, so that'll allow it to do a brute force attack on it, basically. Now this, like I said, boots a lot of pretty much everything off of the network for only a couple of seconds, so be ready for that. Now type in aircrack -ng. I think I accidentally spelled that wrong. Aircrack -ng -w. Now we need to figure out where our WPA or our password list is. So I saved mine on the desktop. So right here, mine is pass. So we want -w/root, and since I saved that mine to the desktop, capital D for in desktop /pass. And then we want to -B, and then paste the BSS ID of the network. Now we need to find our WPA file. We saved ours in the root. and we want the WPA-01.cap. So all you have to do is /root capital WPA2-01.cap or .cap. And there you go. Now you have the password. As long as the password was on the list of the actual thing, then you have the password now to the network. So I hope that this helped you learn about Kali Linux and how to crack WPA2 keys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.